Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Impact or Hit. I, Joey Styles, and Jonathan Coachman, and Aiden English here, and today on Impact or Hit, we're gonna have a good show. Here today on Impact or Hit. First off, the web shooter we were working, the full HD web shooter that we got from Ollie's, well, it chose not to work anymore. So now we're back to the Jelly Cam that we got back in 2020 YL from Amazon or Strongwoman. Joey Style says, well, that's good to know, Jonathan Coachman says, and hopefully we're going to have a good match here today on Impact or Hit. I tell you one thing right now, Joey and Jonathan, at least at the end of the day, we don't have to worry, about anything else going wrong though. I mean, we already dealt with, Google Android, and it's, have to update all the tools after you get the Google Android setting in. New update in. But now we don't have to worry now. And hopefully this web shooter will last longer since we had it since 2020 YL. Got it right before the whole North Vinland Crovid outbreak happened. Alright. Shit. At the end of the day, we still can't stand up in the ring. A lot of things shift, a lot of things keep the same, and some dolls just cannot stand up. And would it help if they wouldn't make it where I'm just standing there 1 feet spread out from the other. And I didn't come with any stand. Alright. So I understand that today is the day that I gonna go, hopefully go for the TWF, TWF, TWF Allegheny Share winnings, the Pennsylvania Reich winnings, So, yeah. That means, I'm going to pin the Allegheny Share winnings, and that means that, I'm going for the Pennsylvania Reich winnings. That means you, King Valkyrie, me and you are going to have a match here today. And so, I want you to come out now. Well, I got, first off, Miko Sanatini. You might think, Miko Sanatini, you might think that you having a gun or not having a gun, you might think that somehow that would give you, the upper hand on me. But I'm here to tell you that is not going to happen. Look, I got 2 swords. Yeah, they're fucking bent because I've been wrestling with them in my hands and I don't know how to get them out. But at least I don't have to worry about my swords coming out of my hand like you had to worry about your gun coming out of your hand. But this isn't about a gun and sword fight, because we all know at the end of the day the gun will always beat the sword. This is about you going for my Pennsylvania Reich winnings, which I only won not too long ago. But if you want to fight me, then by all means, let's do it. Well, it looks like Joey Styles said we got the Fight Lord in the ring now, or the Fight Keeper in the ring. Looks like we got the Fight Lord in the ring, or the fight keeper. I mean, we got this match going, Joey Styles said. And hopefully we don't have to, and hopefully it's going to be a good match between Miko Santini and King Valkyrie, Jonathan Coachman says. Well, I hope so too, Aiden English says. I hope so too. You know, both of them, one's a skilled gunman, the other one's a skilled swordswoman. But we're not talking about swords fight guns. You know, Aiden English said, this is for the TWF Allegheny share winnings. First, he is from Above the Law, or Miko Above the Law, Miko Santini. And she is the TWF Pennsylvania Reich fighter, you know, from the Disney Marvel, you know, 4 world, King Valkyrie. Standing. Well, don't you first off think, Joey Styles said, that someone should do something about the swords that King Valkyrie has in her hands? I mean, if Miko Santini had to give up his gun, more like his gun fell out of his hand, it was too small, and keep putting it in all the time. Oh, right off the front, King Valkyrie, the former TWF 24/7 fighter, you know, is now the TWF Pennsylvania Reich fighter, Joey Styles said. It's got the upper hand on Miko Santini with a side kick. Well, we can't all got to keep in mind, Jonathan Coachman says, that Miko Santini, you know, he came as a surprise, as a struck to us. We didn't ask for him. He just showed up one day in the 8th month of last year. And he's been in Toy Wrestling Gavin ever since, John McCoachman said. Well, this time, Miko Santini took down King Valkyrie with a sidekick. I can tell you right now, Aiden English says, Miko Santini might be handicapped by having his hands in a gun holding all the time. He might be handicapped, but he can do some things to some wrestlers, though. And he's hoping to become the TWF Pennsylvania Reich fighter, Aiden English said, even though he is from Coxshare, and not he is from Eleanor Reich. You know, he's from Eleanor, you know, he's from, you know, Reich, which, you know, he's from. Well, that might be true. He might be from Illinois Reich, but he could still win the Pennsylvania Reich winnings. Miko Santini taking down King Valkyrie. Aiden English. A lot of folks who here are not all from the same Reich share or near, or maybe not even from the same land. I mean, King Valkyrie, she might be from the Northlands. Either Norway, Danish land, Swedish land, the Netherlands, Iceland, Germanish land, Iceland, you know, Luxembourgish land, the Netherlands, I guess, Austria's land. Any other lands that we're getting? Swedish land, I guess. Yeah, I guess they'd be right about that, Jonathan Coachman said. Miko Santini just missed. King Valkyrie took him down. King Valkyrie or Grand Hilda, you know, is just taking down Miko Santini, the first self that Steven Seagal played when he first started show playing. You know, his first film. King Valkyrie took down Miko Santini. It's over here. 1, 2, 3. Ding ding ding. Here is your winner. And still the TWF Pennsylvania Reich fighter, King Valkyrie. Well, I could tell you one thing. King Valkyrie is still the TWF Pennsylvania Reich fighter. And she beat Miko Santini here today on Impact, her hit, Joey Styles says. Yes, she did, Jonathan Coachman said. King Valkyrie, Grand Hilda beat Miko Santini here today on Impact, her hit, and is still the Toy Wrestling Gathering Pennsylvania Reich fighter. Jonathan Coachman says, "You got that right, Jonathan. You got that right, Joseph and Jonathan. At the end of the day, we saw one hell of a match between Miko Sanatini and King Valkyrie. And we wonder what they think about it." Standing by, Bob Walk is now going to be talking with King Valkyrie. "Thank you, Joey Styles and Jonathan Coachman. I'm going to be talking with Miko Sanatini, King Valkyrie, here today on Impact or Hit." "Alright, King Valkyrie. We know that you came to the Toy Wrestling Gathering around this time last year. And we do know that you had one hell of a match here today." Let me clean this off. There we go. "You had one hell of a match here today on Impact or Hit." "Yes, I did, Bob Walk. And I did come to the Toy Wrestling Gathering sometime this time. Well, if it wasn't that, it would have been June. Yeah, it was next month. The next month's going to make the 1 year day that I've been in the Toy Wrestling Gathering. But I'm not making no big deal, because there have been some dolls have been here a lot longer than I did. And I'm not going to take anything away from Miko Sanatini. He's a good wrestler, a good fighter, a good overstar. But at the end of the day, some folks might say that a gun would beat a sword, which is true. But when that gunsman has to wrestle and fight without a gun, then it doesn't care if it's a fellow gunsman or fellow swordsman or swordswoman. At the end of the day, I still beat Miko Sanatini. Yeah, but also, King Valkyrie, keep in mind that it wasn't a gunfight. It wasn't a gunfight, sword fight. You know, it was a wrestling match or a wrestling fight. And you are still the TWF Pennsylvania Right fighter." "Yes, I am. And I guess you can call me the fightingest TWF Pennsylvania Right fighter. And if Miko Sanatini wants to fight me again, well, I'll give him another match." Alright, that's my talk with King Valkyrie. Back to you, Joey Styles and Jonathan Coachman. "Thank you, Bob Walk, for talking with Thank you, Bob Walk, for talking with King Valkyrie here today on Impact or Hit." Before we go, we're going to hear from Astronema. The full HG web shooter that we bought from Ollie's no longer works anymore. So now we're back to the Jellycam web shooter that we got from some Amazon Astronomy back in 2020 YL. That's all I wanted to say. Well, looks like it is all the time we got here. You know, for TWF Impact or Hit, I, Joey Styles, and Jonathan Coachman, and Aiden English, we hope you like Impact or Hit. And we'll see you tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown.